The only 3 exercises you need to change your body after age 50. Have you ever thought that even after so many years, your body still holds a dormant strength, a silent vitality that just needs to be awakened with the right stimuli? Often, as we cross the line into our 50s or even 60s, we begin to believe that energy, balance, and agility are things of the past. However, what human movement science has shown is that, in most cases, the issue isn't age itself, but the amount of time we've gone without safely and properly challenging our muscles and joints. When we understand what our body really needs at this stage, it's possible to regain mobility, stability, and functional strength with smart exercises, without pain, impact, or overload. That's what we're going to talk about today, how in just a few minutes a day, you can completely transform your quality of life with 3 simple, safe, and powerful movements designed specifically for this stage of life. The most interesting part is that these practices don't require expensive equipment or a gym environment. They can be done at home, in whatever clothes you're wearing, and adapted to your pace. The key lies in consistency and the intention behind your movement. Additionally, these exercises activate deep muscle chains that are often forgotten over the years, but are essential for preventing falls, improving posture, relieving joint pain, and even helping with sleep and digestion. Over time, you'll not only see your body getting stronger, but also feel more confident walking, climbing stairs, carrying bags, or playing with your grandchildren. It's a daily investment of just a few minutes for a lifetime of freedom and independence. They don't require a gym, expensive equipment, or advanced skills. Just small, consistent decisions at your own pace are enough to create a true physical and mental reprogramming. Let's start with one of the most powerful movements to activate your stability foundation, the Glute Bridge. This exercise, done on the floor while lying down with your feet flat and slowly lifting your hips, activates the largest muscle in your body, the gluteus maximus. Over the years, this muscle group tends to go into a kind of amnesia, no longer being used regularly, which puts extra strain on the lower back, hips, and knees. Many issues like back pain or difficulty getting up from a chair are directly related to this lack of glute activation. In addition to strengthening the posterior chain, the glute bridge improves pelvic alignment, protects the lower back, and benefits blood circulation in the legs, helping to prevent common age-related vascular issues like swelling or varicose veins. Ideally, you should perform 10 to 15 repetitions in 2 to 3 sets. And the best part, you can do this exercise in the living room, bedroom, or even on a mat in the backyard. There are no barriers for those who want to feel better, stronger, and more stable. The important thing is to feel the movement, focus on muscle activation, and maintain steady breathing. Small breaks between sets help your body recover and increase the benefits even more. Remember that strengthening your glutes goes beyond aesthetics. We're talking about functional health, the ability to climb stairs with confidence, to walk longer without pain, to carry bags with more balance, and get out of bed more easily. These everyday details are what truly define quality of life, and it all starts with a simple yet powerful movement. Always focus on pushing through your heels, keeping your core engaged, and avoiding excessive arching of your back. By integrating your breath, inhaling during the rest phase and exhaling during the lift, you also create a calming effect on your nervous system, reducing stress and promoting well-being. This exercise, as simple as it may seem, holds immense functional value. It improves your walking, makes it easier to squat, supports stair climbing, and provides stability even in moments of imbalance, something very common as we age. Now that we've activated the base of your posterior strength, let's focus on an aspect that often goes unnoticed until the day we realize it's missing: posture and control of the movements of the torso and arms. Over the years, it's common for many people, especially those who've spent decades sitting in front of computers, on cell phones, or living sedentary lifestyles, to develop an excessive curve in the upper back, known as thoracic hyperkyphosis. This hunched posture not only affects appearance, but also reduces lung capacity, causes chronic shoulder and neck pain, and significantly limits daily movements. To safely and progressively combat this situation, we introduce the wall incline push-up. Unlike traditional floor push-ups, which require more strength and put pressure on the wrists and shoulders, this incline variation offers support and control, making it ideal for beginners or those already experiencing joint pain. It allows you to strengthen your chest, arms, and core muscles without putting strain on your joints, and more. Over time, this practice improves spinal alignment, opens the chest, makes deep breathing easier, and contributes to a more upright and confident posture. It's an excellent way to regain control over your body, improve motor coordination, and even retrain your brain to support your body with more balance. Do 8 to 12 repetitions, keeping your feet firmly planted on the ground, hands at chest height, and elbows slightly bent. The more inclined your position, the greater the challenge, and the better the results. Ensure safety by standing in front of a wall with your feet apart. Just lean forward and perform the push-up, always keeping your head to hip alignment. This way, in addition to working your chest, triceps, and deep core, you also retrain your brain to better organize your spine's stabilizing muscles, which are essential for overall balance. Another powerful benefit of this practice is improved proprioception, your body's ability to sense its position in space, which significantly reduces the risk of falls, one of the biggest concerns in later life. Many people, even with strong muscles, still stumble or lose balance due to a lack of body awareness. Incline push-ups help restore that awareness, making each step more stable and every movement safer. Additionally, the postural improvement from incline push-ups also opens the chest cavity, expanding lung capacity and providing an indirect boost of daily energy and vitality. Breathing better means living with more clarity, more focus, and less fatigue. It's recommended to start with 3 sets of 8 to 12 repetitions, always keeping control of the movement, not rushing and avoiding excessive back arching. Quality comes before quantity, and if you need extra support in the beginning, it's worth adjusting the incline, using a hand support, or even performing the movement more slowly until you build confidence. Now, allow me to open a small parenthesis. If what you've read so far has made sense to you, if it's helping you see exercise not just as a way to move, but as a tool for autonomy, dignity, and longevity, stay with us until the end, because the next exercise is, without a doubt, a game changer for anyone who wants to stay active, strong, and independent after 50. How much it's possible to transform your body with intelligence and safety. I invite you to be part of our community. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications so you don't miss any content, and most importantly, share in the comments which of these areas you feel you need to work on the most. Is it strength, stability, balance, or that nagging back pain that's been bothering you for a while? I really want to hear your stories so I can tailor the upcoming videos to what you actually need. Now, with the posterior chain activated and your posture already being retrained, it's time to work on a fundamental movement we use every day, from the simple act of standing up from a chair to climbing stairs or picking something up off the ground, the squat. And here we'll introduce a modified version for those over 50 that allows you to regain this skill safely and efficiently. The chair squat. Often, over the years, people stop doing squats not because they've lost physical ability, but because they start avoiding the movement out of fear, pain, or insecurity. This ends up creating a dangerous cycle. The less you squat, the more your muscles atrophy, and the harder it becomes to stand up on your own, protect your knees, and maintain mobility. The chair squat breaks this cycle, allowing you to regain autonomy, strengthen your thighs, glutes, and core, while also building confidence to handle daily tasks independently. Stand in front of a sturdy chair with your feet shoulder-width apart. Begin the movement by slowly lowering yourself until your hips touch the seat, but without sitting down completely. Then, return to the starting position by pushing through your heels. Keep your chest lifted, core tight, and gaze forward. This simple technique adjustment ensures complete safety even for those who haven't exercised in years. And by the way, tell me in the comments, were you already doing this type of squat in your daily life? Did you notice a difference when using the chair for support? Your feedback is essential for us to grow together. I read all the comments and use your responses to create the next videos, always focused on what can truly help you improve your quality of life. So leave a comment below telling me which exercise challenged you the most, or which part of your body you feel needs the most strengthening. Let's build this journey together one step at a time. Because movement patterns have deteriorated due to a sedentary lifestyle, fear of falling, or lack of specific training. The result is the loss of strength in the quadriceps, glutes, hamstrings, and stabilizing core muscles, creating a cycle of progressive weakening. When this functional loss isn't interrupted, difficulties begin to appear, like getting out of bed, walking for long periods, or keeping balance on uneven ground. That's why the chair squat becomes one of the most strategic exercises to restore this natural function. In this movement, we use a sturdy chair as a reference. The goal is not speed or depth, but control and alignment. The movement is done slowly, pushing the hips back, keeping the chest open, and ensuring that the knees don't go past the toes or collapse inward. This postural control strengthens the stabilizing muscles of the pelvis and spine, directly contributing to the prevention of falls and joint pain. An interesting detail is the optional use of a resistance band placed above the knees, which helps maintain proper alignment, activates the gluteus medius, and enhances lateral stabilization, which is so important for balance, especially after 50. This simple addition can turn the exercise into an even more effective challenge without sacrificing safety. The initial recommendation is around 3 sets of 10 repetitions, with up to 1-minute rests between sets. Over time and with continued practice, confidence in the movement returns, and the body regains its forgotten functional ability. By performing the squat with this level of awareness and adaptation, we're not just strengthening muscles, but reactivating essential movement patterns for daily life, like getting up from the couch, picking something up off the floor, or climbing stairs with stability and confidence. Now I want to hear from you. Have you ever tried doing this type of squat before? Were you able to maintain alignment and control at first? What was your biggest difficulty? Leave your comment below. Sharing your experience might inspire others to start too. And remember, every step counts, every repetition is a victory. We're in this journey together, reclaiming strength and vitality. We are reprogramming neuromuscular patterns that have been lost over time. This results in greater autonomy for performing simple daily tasks, and more importantly, reduces that feeling of insecurity that many people report when moving around. Now that you know these 3 powerful tools, the glute bridge, the wall incline push-up, and the chair squat, it's important to understand what's really happening inside your body when you practice this routine. It's not just about strengthening isolated muscles, but about restoring deep connections between the brain, muscles, and joints. It's a true reprogramming of your movement system, something science refers to as neuromuscular integration. Each well-executed repetition sends a message to your brain. We still can, we are still capable. And that message has a huge impact on your confidence and your quality of life. Many people think aging means losing strength and ability. But what really determines the pace of that loss is how much we continue to challenge our bodies intelligently. With just 15 to 20 minutes 3 times a week, you create enough stimulation to promote positive adaptations, improved bone density, joint stability, reduced risk of falls, relief from chronic pain, and even better mood and mental clarity. All of this through simple movements without needing complex machines or a gym environment. Your own body is the tool. Consistency is what brings transformation. And the most beautiful part is realizing that as you develop physical strength, you also strengthen your self-esteem and your ability to move through the world with more freedom and confidence. Another point that's rarely discussed, but extremely relevant, is the psychological effect. When you realize you can stand up firmly, climb stairs without pain, or maintain your balance on uneven ground, something shifts inside you. It's not just physical, it's emotional. It's as if a new energy is awakened, showing you that it's possible to live with more autonomy even after 50, 60, or 70. Climbing stairs with confidence or walking without that constant fear of losing your balance, your self-esteem grows. This gain in autonomy brings a deep sense of control over your own aging, and that may be the greatest gift this practice can offer. After all, it's not age that limits your ability, it's the abandonment of movement that creates that illusion. Neuroscience has already proven that the brain's ability to form new connections, known as neuroplasticity, remains active throughout life. Every mindful training session, every repetition done with focus and intention, is an invitation for your brain to redesign more efficient pathways for movement and balance. You're not just training your body, you're training your mind to age with more intelligence, autonomy, and ease. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these aspects resonated most with you? Do you feel the need to improve your balance, strengthen your legs, relieve back pain, or simply regain confidence in your movements? Share your experience, your story, and your challenges in the comments. I read every message, and they help me create future content, always focused on what can truly transform your routine. If this video has helped you in any way, if it planted that seed of hope that yes, there's still so much you can do, I warmly invite you to subscribe to the channel. Join our community of people who have decided to take ownership of their health, who understand that the secret isn't in big sacrifices, but in small, consistent decisions. Turn on the notification bell to receive future videos, and if possible, share this content with someone you love who could benefit from these practices. Let's grow together, step by step, without rushing but with intention. Because in the end, what really matters isn't your age, but the courage to start over whenever needed. And if you've made it this far, leave a comment with the word courage, just so we know we're in this together until the end. Who knows, your courage might inspire someone else to take their first step today.